Day 2 of NFL free agency has been completed. Though there hasn't been as many big moves compared to the first day, there is one big news that stick out, and that's of course Randy Gregory. He ends up signing with the Denver Broncos after initially agreeing to stay with the Dallas Cowboys. Now again, here's what happened. Gregory was leaning towards the Broncos until all of a sudden owner Jerry Jones of the Cowboys recruited so hard that he initially had him agree to a 5-year $70 million deal with 28 being guaranteed. But at the last minute, the Cowboys, they wanted to re-talk about the contract, and because of that, Gregory backed out and signs with Denver. And it was so confusing that his agent had to take in. Did mention that the Broncos had a done deal at that point on Monday night, but the Cowboys, they came in, they upped the offer and matched what the Broncos had gave to Gregory. But what fell apart is that the agent mentioned that he was surprised to find language wiping out all guarantees in the event of any fine imposed by the NFL. And the reports are the Cowboys, they did so because they were concerned about Gregory's past, as he has a history of being suspended, so they reportedly lowered his guaranteed money, and that's what frustrated Gregory. In the meantime, Dallas, they are going to be looking for another edge rusher. They are high on Von Miller, but again, he has yet to sign with any team along with Chandler Jones. Meanwhile, there were some more signings on Tuesday, right at midnight Eastern time. The 49ers, they have agreed to signing former Chiefs Charvarius Ward to a 3-year $42 million deal. The Ravens, they were more aggressive on day 2. They went and signed former Saints safety Marcus Williams to a 5-year $70 million deal. And they also signed former Jets right tackle Morgan Moses to a 3-year $15 million deal. The Giants, they brought in former Texans QB Tyrod Taylor to a 2-year $17 million deal, with $8.5 being guaranteed to back up Daniel Jones. The Minnesota Vikings have signed former Cardinals linebacker Jordan Hicks to a 2-year $12 million deal, and that's with $6.5 being guaranteed. The Colts, they were being less aggressive in free agency. They were bringing back their own players. Tyquan Lewis to a 1-year deal along with linebacker Zaire Franklin on a 3-year $12 million deal with $4 being guaranteed. Whereas the New York Jets, they were doing the opposite. They were being more aggressive in free agency, signing former Seahawks DJ Reed to a 3-year $33 million deal, along with bringing Jordan Whitehead on a 2-year $14.5 million deal. So they are getting some more reinforcement in the secondary. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they have done a similar thing. They're bringing in former defensive back of the Bills, Levi Wallace, to a 2-year $8 million deal. They're also trying to improve the O-line. They signed former Bears offensive line James Daniels to a 3-year $26 million deal with $8 being guaranteed. Whereas Tampa Bay, they're trying to help out Tom Brady. They're bringing in Russell Gage, former Falcons wide receiver, and his deal is 3 years, $30 million. Now, Atlanta, they did lose one of their best receivers, but they're retaining their kicker, Younghoe Koo, to a 5-year $24.5 million extension. And the Miami Dolphins, they prioritize on retaining some of their linebackers. They agreed to a 1-year $3 million deal between Duke Riley along with Elandon Roberts. Staying in the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills, they're bringing in J.D. McKissick from the Washington Commanders on a 2-year $7 million deal. And going out west, the LA Chargers, they're bringing in Chase Daniels to back up Justin Herbert on a 1-year deal. That's all for now, you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with others, as I'll see you guys next time.